Hi. Um, I was sleeping, but then I started, I don't know, woke up again, and I just had to check it out one more time. Um, I don't know about you, but when I read Zephaniah chapter 2, it sounds to me like Israel's gonna get nuked. You know, it mentions Gaza and those towns, those ancient towns around Gaza, which still exist in our time, Ashkelon and all that. And all I can say is, if it's talking about, if Zephaniah is prophecy for our time, and the situation that's taking place in Israel is for our time, I don't know. I just see, when I read Zephaniah chapter 2, I see nuclear destruction. When I'm done reading this, you can check it out for yourself. Okay, this is Zephaniah chapter 2. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired. And nation not desired, you can put your own meaning into that. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. If you know what chaff is, it blows around when you're weighing the winnowing wheat. Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, seek all ye meek of the earth, which has wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation. The thing is, Ashkelon is a part of Israel today, and it's going to be a desolation, which sounds to me that something happens there with Ashkelon, if this is prophecy for today. It goes on. They shall drive out Ashdod at noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. All those places mentioned here in Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 4, exist today. This would not have made sense 80 years ago, because there was no problem with Gaza and those places 80 years ago. We didn't have the nuclear bomb to make things desolate either back then. Well, and to the inhabitants of the seacoast, to me that would be, talk about Gaza, Tel Aviv, and Tel Aviv. The nation of the Cherethites. I have no idea who the Cherethites are. I'll have to look it up. The word of the Lord is against you. O Canaan, the land of the Philistines. Philistines are now Palestinians in our time. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. Now the thing is, if there's no inhabitant of Palestinians, and it's talking about this time, and it's through a nuclear thing, I don't see how Israel can survive without being destroyed with them, you know? And the seacoast shall be dwellings with cottages for shepherds and folds for flocks. In other words, someday it's going to be a place for shepherds and folds for flocks, so it will be inhabited again, probably during the millennium. Goes on. And the coast shall be the remnant, and the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah, which are the Jews. They shall feed thereupon. In the houses of Ashkelon shall they lie down in the evening, for the Lord their God shall visit them, and turn away their captivity. In other words, God shall visit the land of Israel, and turn away the captivity, those that are bothering Israel. And to me, the only thing I can see that's bothering Israel, it's not the Palestinians, it's Islam, since it's Islam that makes the Palestinians hate Israel. I've heard the reproach of Moab, which is Jordan our time, and the revilings of the children of Ammon, which is Jordan our time, whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border. And they've done that in the past. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab, which is in Jordan in our time, shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. Sounds like, if you know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, which sounded nuclear, raining from heaven burned the place up, that sounded nuclear. Sounds like if this is to happen again, right as it's depicted in Zephaniah 2, it sounds like a nuclear situation going on here. Jordan gets it. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. In other words, there will be some Jews that survive, and they will spoil them. So after they're destroyed, what's left, maybe the submarines that are out there that belong to Israel, after Israel is destroyed, they will nuke the place. That's what it sounds like to me when I read this. This they shall have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. And the people of the Lord of hosts, to me, are the chosen people of God, the Jews. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth. All the gods that aren't Adonai. The men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by the sword. Poor Ethiopians. That's talking about Sudan also. And that's going on right now. They're getting killed by the Janjaweed. And he will stretch out his hand, that's God, stretch out his hands against the north, and destroy Assyria, which is northern Iraq in our time. They will make Nineveh a desolation, and Nineveh is northern Iraq in our time, and dry like a wilderness. And flocks shall lie down in the midst of her, and all the beasts of the nations. Both the cormorant and the bittern shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. Their voice shall sing in the windows. Desolation shall be in the thresholds, for he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, and said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. Of course, that's also mentioned with Revelation about Babylon. And Babylon could be a system, a religion, take your pick. Mystery Babylon, it says the same thing in Revelation. It says it here. It doesn't say Babylon, but it's talking about this city, which to me could be Babylon. Or a system, a religious system. And there is none beside me, it says. Yeah, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. That's Zephaniah chapter 2, and it mentions Gaza, Ashkelon, and all those places that are in the news today. So, if this is talking about our time, the situation in Iraq, the situation with Israel in our time, something's going to go down major over there. Bye.